Telcoin might have just changed crypto forever, and we need to discuss why that is in today's video. Hey guys, Foxy is Trading here, back with another crypto video for you guys. Today we are talking about Telcoin, okay? The plan for today's video is to break down what the project is, talk about the insane news that came out, and look at market structure and where I think price is headed at the end of the video. So let's break down what Telcoin is, okay? Telcoin is a crypto project that is focused on mobile money, letting people send money around the world instantly, very cheap, and directly from their phone. I want you guys to think of it kind of like a Western Union plus a mobile app plus crypto speed and almost free of zero fees, okay? Their goal is to replace very slow, expensive remittance services, especially for people sending money overseas. And they're going to do so by combining and connecting telecom companies, mobile wallets, and blockchain rails. Now, why is Telcoin such a strong project? One reason is because of the real world use cases, which is the remittance, right over here. Remittance is the sum of money sent around the world, which I believe was almost around 900 billion last year. So if Telcoin can even tap into a small portion of that, it is going to be huge. Now, what other reasons makes Telcoin a strong project? It's cheap, it's fast, it's mobile payments, it's fully compliant and fully licensed, which is very underrated. A lot of the times crypto projects aren't always licensed, aren't always compliant, but Telcoin has a very good wallet, has a very good app, built-in user base, and it has a very strong presence overseas, especially in Philippines, which is very interesting. So for any of my Filipino viewers, this is something you guys should have a look for if you want to send money to your family, for example, over in the Philippines. So why should you and others be investing in Telcoin? It's because it's going to tap into one of the biggest markets in the world. Remember, $900 billion. If it just taps into 1%, that is going to be huge. And it plans to grow and grow and grow. And the news that has happened really propels it forward. Now, who's its main competition, right? Before we get into the news, XRP, but I would say XRP is different because it is targeting banks, not person-to-person sending. You do have Stellar, which is a competitor. Stellar has been in the game longer, and I think it is more solidified as a project. But I would say the integration of Telcoin is slightly stronger than Stellar, and it has more licensing and more compliance than Stellar, okay? So now let's have a look at the news, right? A pivotal milestone for blockchain integration into the financial system granted final approval in Nebraska. This novel charter enables Telcoin Digital Asset Bank to connect U.S. bank accounts to regulated digital cash stable coins. So what I have done for you guys is I have made a little diagram, and we're going to explain exactly why that is so important for Telcoin and for crypto users, okay? So let's break it down step by step, and then we're going to go into price action very shortly. So it lets Telcoin do what regular banks do, but with crypto. So it connects directly to US banks. It offers crypto service inside a regulated banking framework. So you can move money between your bank to stablecoins to a mobile wallet very easily, okay? Number two, it solves the biggest problem in crypto: on ramps and off ramps. So we know the pain of depositing from your bank. It takes forever moving crypto into your bank. It's bad with fees and regulations, and all of that is very frustrating. Telcoin offers that, except instant, bank compliant, stablecoin transferable. Okay. Number three, stablecoins become digital cash inside the US banking system. This charter, it now allows Telcoin to legally treat regulated stablecoins as digital cash, which means it's fully regulated, fully compliant, fully integrated into banking, and it's real money. It's real money. Okay. Number 4, Telcoin can compete with Cash App, Revolut, and traditional banks. Number 5, it makes Telcoin one of the most regulated compliant crypto companies in the US, right? And compliance, like I said before, is very hard to get. Only a handful of crypto-focused institutions have actual banking charters, and now Telcoin is one of them, okay? So it just shows the strength, the growth, and the integration into the financial system. And lastly, it removes the regulatory risk that kills a lot of crypto projects. Most small crypto projects, they fail because they run into that licensing and that compliance issue. We have seen companies in the past with good tech, strong tech, but they were just not able to get regulated and they fell short. Okay, Telcoin is doing the opposite. They have the approval. They have the possibility for that growth, for everything to be open to them. So this just opens the door. It makes it such a strong project, and we see that reflected in price. Look at that surge in price after this news came out, right? 2.5 thousand volume in the last 24 hours. I don't think I have ever seen a crypto with this amount of volume. It's insane. Everything is green, 100% market cap, 100% price in the last week, and they're not even on some of the biggest exchanges still, right? Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, they are missing that. Just wait until those come out. It's going to be huge. We are 89% bullish. And now let's break down market structure. So we have seen a massive pump before for Telcoin, and then it has fallen down. So we are still long way ahead from the all-time highs, obviously, right? Let's look at market structure closer here. What I can see right away is Telcoin has respected this weekly fair value gap. This is an imbalance in price where price usually likes to test to see if it wants to respect it or if it wants to push higher up, right? And we can see in the past, it has respected it here, has respected it here, has respected here before it said, it's my time to go up. It said, no, I do not want to break to the downside. So we have our first strong, I would call this a support zone for people that will not remember the fair value gap, because that is a more complex trading term. So we have our fair value gap. Now, what else has this done for Telcoin? Well, this is an engulfing candle. It has engulfed all of this price right over here, right? All of these lower highs, they have now been wiped out, and we are now most likely going to go into a bullish structure. Let's close the weekly above here. Ideally, it would be above here. If we close above here, the bullish would be very strong, right? So let's close above, and then we might consolidate a little. Maybe we will come down a little because a lot of the times these pushes have retracements in them, right? And then we can start looking for the upside. There is one area that Telcoin will have to break, and it is this fair value gap, as you can see. And this is a strong one at that, because look at the amount of times price has tested it and it said, no, I am not ready to go above it yet, right? So you can see these are strong areas in the market. These are not just some made up areas. All of these things are in trading, and you will start to see them every single day, whether it's on the weekly, whether it's on the 5-minute, 1-minute, 10-minute, right? You're just going to have to understand how to adapt and how to use these zones. So we can see that right now, since March, I would say, Telcoin has been trading in this box. Now, the big thing for Telcoin to start really looking bullish is for us to close above here. And that is very possible depending on how price reacts to this high right over here. If we close above this high, I think this fair value gap will be taken within the next week because it's going to show such bullish strength. I don't think price will be able to hold in this area. Now, what is very possible? It is possible that we hold in this area for a while, right? Contest, consolidate, and then eventually break above. Now, the market is kind of iffy right now. in general, it is in a weird zone. And when I say weird zone is because I am expecting Bitcoin to sweep out 98K right over here, right? I don't see why Bitcoin wouldn't do that. We are bearish. Everything shows that it wants to go down before we have the sweep to the upside. Liquidity is also insanely important in trading. You can see we swept liquidity, boom, we went to the downside right over there, right? We swept this liquidity over here and then we went to the upside, but we were not able to continue pushing higher, right? You can see this liquidity is everywhere. Liquidity is where money is. So if we go back to Telcoin now, right over here, right? Obviously, we do have this liquidity sweep and it is within this fair value gap, but I think it's going to follow Bitcoin a little. We had our initial push that was based off the news, which was fantastic. Now my thinking is we are going to consolidate, maybe push down a little bit. And then when Bitcoin sweeps and we start getting that reversal, boom, to the upside, we are going to go. So I would say don't buy yet. We are at a top, right? We have surged in price. This is not the ideal area for you to be buying. You want to wait till it gets into a little bit of a discount zone. Now, do I think price is going to come back to this area? It is unlikely. So if we go to the 4-hourly or daily, right? Let's go 4-hourly. What can we see? What areas would I say to buy at? I would say this area right over here, right? Right over here would be my buying interest. If you are interested in Telcoin for that longer term investment, this is the area to go. Now, if you were to buy in this area, right? And we go back to all-time highs and we take, is that the all-time high? No, not these highs. In February, from the middle up to here, 165%. Now, if we are holding for all-time highs, which is possible because of this news and the way they play it, could be very possible, 700%, right? So this could be a very good long-term play. Now, we have to see what else Telcoin will be doing with all of the integration, with updates, all of that good stuff, but everything right now looks very good. So if I were buying, this would be my buying zone. Now, obviously, if you are holding for the future and you don't want to miss your move, yes, you could buy up here for sure. I'm not saying that you cannot. Lastly, before I let everybody leave, let's have a look at the RSI. So RSI was oversold here, and this push caused it to go slightly up, but it's not even in the middle yet, and it's definitely not overbought. So this could still be a potential good buying area. We obviously always want to buy at the very low, but sometimes you miss the move. And if you are afraid of missing the move, by all means, if you believe in what Telcoin is going to do, that will be your buying zone. Now, I don't own any Telcoin yet, but I will say that this zone right here, and based off their news, will be very interesting to me, and I possibly will be buying. And if that is the case, I will let you guys know. Now, if you want to see more Telcoin videos, market structure, news updates, breakdowns, let me know in the comments, because I want to know from you guys, do you care about this project? And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button. It really does mean a lot to me. Make sure you guys do your own research, because I'm not a financial advisor, and I'll see everybody in the next video.